2, lesson 3, extra examples. These two formulas are put right up top for you just because they are what we use so often, that point slope form and the slope intercept form. Example number 1 says find the slope of a line and interpret the slope. Based on this example, I am given 2 points and I am looking for the slope. When that is the case, I'm going to use the change in y over the change in x. It does not matter in which one I label x1, y1 or x2, y2. I'm just going to do this x1, y1 and this one x2, y2. Y, it does not matter. This one was on the top, so I did this one as 1. So x2, 0, minus 1, and then 0, minus 2. Now simplify. -1 over -2. A negative and a negative makes a positive, so a positive half for your slope there. Interpret it just means this would be a positive slope in the direction of up 1 over 2. Plot each pair of points, determine the slope containing the line, and then graph the line. So I'm going to plot them first, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 0, going 1, 2, 3, 4, and not going anywhere else. 4, 0, plot these, and then determine the slope. Again, slope, change in y over the change in x. I'm going to label these. I'm just going to do x1, y1, x2, y2. It does not matter in which order you do these. So I'm going to have 0, minus 2, and 4, minus 3. Nope, I think I did that wrong. Oh, I completely did that wrong. Okay, here we go. Change in y, 0, minus 3, over 4, minus 2. That'll be better. -3 over 2. Remember, we wouldn't simplify that. That was so wrong in so many ways. We don't simplify that because as a slope, we want it in an improper fraction format. Graph the line that contains point P and has a slope of m. Find the slope-intercept form of the equation. Slope-intercept form is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. They give us our x and our y and our slope, so y minus 2 equals 3 times x minus 1. I need to distribute, simplify, combine all my like terms. So I'm going to distribute y minus 2 equals 3x minus 3. Combine like terms. Y equals 3x minus 1. And this would be our line. The slope and a point on a line are given. Use information to locate 3 additional points. Okay. This one might be easier if you were to graph it, or I'm going to do 2 different ways. Option 1, you might want to graph. So I'm going to do our slope-intercept form. So y minus y1 equals 4 times x minus 1. Y minus 2 equals 4x minus 4. Combine like terms. Y equals 4x minus 2. So what you could do here is you could graph this. I'm going to go down to -2 0, and then up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, over 1. Oh, and the positive, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you could pull points off of this. That's one option. Now that you've graphed this, you could say, oh, well, this is a point, this is a point, this is a point. Your other option would be to locate 3 additional points. I could substitute in. So I'm just going to say, let's say x is 1, almost like a t-chart. If x is 1, substitute that in, that would be at 2. So I'd have the point 1, 2. Here would be an additional point. I could do 3. Substitute in 3 for x, and what I mean is 4 times 3 minus 2. 12 minus 2 equals 10. So 3, 10. And I could do it that way to find 3 additional points on the graph. Find the equation of the line. We have 2 points again. Step 1, we're going to need to find the slope. Change in y over the change in x. I'm going to make this x1, y1, x2, y2. So y minus 3 over 1 minus a negative 1 equals negative 2 over 2, which would simplify to negative 1. That's my slope. Once I've found my slope, I can use that slope-intercept form, which is y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. I know what my m is now. My y1 and my x1, I can pick either one of these points. I'm going to go ahead and pick this point. Only reason I'm picking that is because these numbers look a little easier than these numbers. So y minus 1 equals negative 1 times x minus 1. Y minus 1 equals negative 1x plus 1. I'm going to add 1, y equals negative 1x plus 2. It does not matter if I would have picked this negative 1, 3 as my point. I would still get this as my equation. Okay? Example 6. Find the equation of the line L. So I'm looking for this line right here. Parallel. If I know that it's parallel to 2x, I know that they have the exact same slope, just a different y-intercept. Okay. So same slope. My slope then I know is 2. I also know a point on this graph. On the graph, on the line of L. I know that I have 0.33. Those 2 things I'm given. Now that I know these 2, I can use my point slope form, y minus y1 equals mx minus x1 to find my equation. So y minus 3 equals 2 times x minus 3. Y minus 3 equals 2x minus 6. Add 3, y equals 2x minus 3. And that's my equation. Okay? Oops.